What's up? So I felt so bad about not uploading in a while that I'm going to make a video now. So I decided that today I would do my first video of the series I think I'm gonna do. Not necessarily a series, but I'm gonna start talking about different Five Nights at Freddy's theories. Don't make fun of me, please. I'm really interested in this kind of thing. So, I'm gonna be using a book I have based on theories and the internet. So now, so we all know and love the main characters Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica, and Foxy. If you've never heard of Five Nights at Freddy's, it's the game that launched a million screams. Five Nights at Freddy's is a point-and-click horror survival game that was founded on a simple enough premise. Last 1 week working as a night guard in a pizzeria populated by homicidal animatronics. So, some people think, oh, I just gotta survive being eaten by these animatronics or being stuffed in an animatronic suit by these guys. But not very many people know the real backstory. If you know a hint of it, yeah, some kids got murdered, blah, blah, blah. So there's this guy, purple guy, So this purple guy, he is the killer. So this is really gonna be more for people who know the backstory. And I will make a video about the actual backstory and some other stuff about it that you might need to know. So number one, Freddy has a handprint on his face. He does. When you enhance a picture of him, he will have a handprint on his face. And it's not 4, but 5 fingers. So my theory from this is that somebody, he might have been eating someone, and somebody tried to get him open his jaw, because there's a handprint on his jaw right there as well. Number 14, the entire series is just all one big dream. This particular fan theory is very commonly used throughout various other forms of media, from television shows, films, and even other video games. While the theory does have significant evidence to prove its claim, there is one thing that really sets itself out from the others. Scott Cawthon, the developer of the series, has even hinted at its possibility. We all know Scott and his... Not Scott Hartman, no. Scott Cawthon. The creator of the game, obviously. The dream theory is essentially the belief that the entire plot of the first 4 games in the series are just one big coma-induced nightmare of an animatronic bit victim from 1983. Many believe that the bite did actually occur, but not in the way that it is being played out in the games. Scott simply implied this theory when he was quoted saying, "What is seen in the shadows is easily misunderstood in the mind of a child," and 4 games, 1 story. This has led many fans to believe that the plot to the FNAF series isn't real, and only the 4th game has a legitimate story. So, we know the 4th game includes the nightmare animatronics, and we know that, sometimes an IV will appear, a bottle of pills will appear, or a vase will appear on the nightstand next to the bed where Freddles and Nightmare Freddy appear. So, speaking of the bite of 83, there are 2 different times where different fans think this happened. The bite of 83 versus the bite of 87. On the 83 side, Fredbear and Friends, in the Night 3 minigame on Game 4, the TV plays a show with a 1983 copyright date. Responsibility. If this is the bite of 87, why are the animatronics blamed for the kids tossing a child into Fredbear's mouth? Speaking of the kids, there is a theory that the kids aren't actually kids. Well, they are kids, but they're dead. And then the guy, purple guy who keeps killing them, he keeps killing people. He uses some sort of software and animatronic parts to make them come back to life, but only under his control. Anyways, so there's a theory that the brother and the friends aren't actually people, they're robots. Anyways, and since the animatronic was stationary on the stage, why restrict the animatronic's movement? Frontal lobe. The bite of 87 victim lost his or her frontal lobe. When you remove the frontal lobe from the brain, it no longer feels fear. This seems inconsistent with our apparent gameplay as a bitten child. So in the 8-bit minigames, the child cries several times. We all know this. On Team 87, the FNAF 4 teaser campaign featured animatronics with text asking, "Was it me?" Theorists believe this points toward the bite of 87, since the animatronic that committed this bite is hotly contested within the fandom. Mangle. A Mangle toy can be seen on the floor of the girls' bedroom on night 2 and 3. Since some theorists believe that Fungi recorded the FNAF 2 tapes in 1987 and were told on those tapes that Mangle is a new addition to Freddy's, theorists insist that this puts the game squarely in 1987. Plush Freddy. The plush Freddy on the bed seemingly has a twin at the prize corner in FNAF 2, which many theorists believe takes place in 1987. The radio static. Occasionally you'll hear radio static during gameplay. It's actually a backward recording of the FNAF Game 1, Night 1 phone call, in which Phone Guy mentions the bite of 87. So, just for our last little thing today, you play as Mike Schmidt. One of the most commonly assumed fan theories throughout the series, in that you play as Mike Schmidt, the original Five Nights at Freddy's guard. Fans of the series have often believed this theory due to several hints and the fact that Mike is actually the default name on the keypad in FNAF's sister location. The theory states that he was scooped in the end of FNAF sister location and eventually returns to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Keep in mind that the series is not in chronological order, in the form of a human animatronic. This would be a very good explanation as to why he was fired at the end of the very first game for odor, and also why the animatronics are looking to stuff him inside of an actual suit. Furthermore, there is a silhouette scene at the end of FNAF's sister location that shows a human figure with blue eyes, just like Mike Schmidt. I'd like to thank you guys for watching today, and I will make another video about this. This should hopefully become a series of videos, and I'm sorry I haven't updated in a while, or uploaded, and I'll talk to you guys later.